Hey there, YouTube. It's Jeremy with the Level Designer, and I'm here with my third video for the Overwatch New York map. It's been a while since I made a video, but I'm gonna try to be a little bit more on top of things. But yeah, I just wanted to remind people that your support is heavily appreciated, and I hope that you like and subscribe to this video if you want to see more. So with that in mind, I'm going to just jump into the project. Last time we left off with this, we had this kind of layout going. I don't want to text anything. So we have this kind of overall layout going here for this level. So I'm going to stick that right here, and then I'm going to select this. I'm just going to move this, try to move it over. I have to get rid of some stuff here. So yeah, we have this nice map starting. So one of the first things I want to really try to focus on is really getting the scale of this kind of right. So we have this nice area that looks a lot like the Empire State Building, and I'm actually going to do is I'm going to bring up a new tab from my browser, and I'm just going to bring up some references for New York or Empire State Building or whatever. I just want to make sure that I have some references available, so we don't really get into kind of a stump of, how to do things. I'm going to move this kind of over so I kind of have a smaller kind of thumbnail of it. But yeah, I mean, I think that this might be kind of a good way of setting this project up. Probably should have done this before the video, but again, here at the Level Designer, I really kind of want to have a very stream-like quality to everything. So we're kind of hanging out and doing this, but yeah. So one of the things I want to make sure that I have nailed down is the scale of all of the different buildings and whatnot. So I'm going to kind of run through here and just kind of get a sense of how big everything is. So one of the things that I am really not liking about the way that this is set up is just the overall size of everything. I feel like this area is just way too big. Overwatch maps usually don't have a huge area like this unless there's a specific reason for it. So I don't know. I just feel like I need to kind of size things down. For sure. So I'm gonna go in and maybe instead of just moving this over, I could just add in a new block. Again, when we're working with the Unreal Engine, we want to keep in mind that we want to have some tools enabled. So I'm gonna go to brush editing. And then from brush editing, I'm going to go to place actors, and then I'm going to go to geometry here. And here's all the geometry that I have available. I'm going to bring in a box here, and I'm just going to scale this up. So if you press R, you just kind of scale things up. You can move them around and whatnot. So, we kind of have, I think we have some good space here, though. Again, we want to keep in mind that this, from where we are in the map here, and actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up, my layers here, just so I have them available. And this whole group is going to be all that, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in like a little drawing layer, so and my camera's kind of blocking what I'm seeing, but I'm just gonna have a red draw pen so I can kind of draw out things and make notes. Um, so this right here is kind of the same length that you know, width-wise, that this is. And this is kind of the same length as well. So we want to kind of keep that that uniform. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of come up here and just take a look at those spaces, because that's what we want to do. Again, I'm thinking that a lot of this is gonna probably be blocked off. So right here we have a building, and we have a catwalk, and then that catwalk is gonna go to another catwalk, and it's gonna be right here. So we want to make sure that this is a pretty narrow space. And I just feel like if I don't know, I just feel like this is not really matching up to here, because we have this like very big building, right? But right here we have this very small little rectangle, and it doesn't really match up. So I think what we need to try to do is maybe cut. I think I have an idea. I don't know if it's going to really work all too well. But one of the things I want to try to do is see what happens if we take this, and then we'll want to go through and take all of these boxes here. Can I not select more than one? I kind of forgot how stuff works. So I'm gonna actually expand this a little bit. I'm gonna expand this because we'll want to get access to these layers. So I'm gonna move this up here so it's a little bit more easier to see. So we want to have 47, 49, 40. Okay. What's that? Okay, so that's that. So we have 33. 46, 45, 44, 45? No, not that one. 40. Okay, so we have this whole entire shape, which we can move around. And then we have this building, which is it's not that. We have that though, and then we have a lot of this is just trying to figure out what. Okay, so we have this, which this is kind of an interesting area. And what I want to do is I might just move this over, so I might just make it. Actually, before that, I'm going to turn down the snapping for the rotate, and then now I'm going to rotate. And then I'm going to go ahead and... Wait, what's this? Oh, okay. That wasn't a part of the building. So I'm going to go here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this catwalk over here. And I'm going to have this just be a building. And again, I don't really know how this is going to work. I'm just kind of going with my gut here. I'm going to keep it there, though. So we have this area here that I think might be good. But yeah, I really want to just expand on this. And we want to kind of have the building come up there. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to really pull this bottom down if I can. Hold on. I have to... There we go. I'm going to pull this down just a little bit just so it is covering the whole entire section of the ground there. And then, yeah, this... I'm going to pull over here. Actually, where was that? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead, pull that back. I'm gonna pull this. Actually, I'm gonna... try to slide this up. So I'm gonna slide this up here. And then I'm going to go ahead and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up this. I'm going to look up references to Times Square. So again, what we're trying to do is we're trying to kind of get rid of big open areas, and we're gonna try to kind of make this kind of narrow path through the map. And a lot of this is probably gonna just have to take creative. A lot of this is probably just gonna require us to take a lot of creative liberties. But what we could actually do is we could actually start on this area. So if we change the color here, what I can do is I could just start on this area and just build this out. So let's do that. Let's focus on the area where what did I do? We'll redo the move. Okay. I don't know. I was trying to do stuff here. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna focus on specifically this area, because I think that would be a kind of a good way to start with the overall just way that we're gonna have the map. So we have this tunnel here that acts as this part. Again, I don't know how big we will want this. We could have it pretty big, but again, we want to make sure that we have not only that, but we have this. And then, so let's just select these two. Make it really big. Again, a lot of this is probably gonna not look that great. But the goal right now is to just make a solid outline of things so that when we're starting to actually build out smaller details, we don't have to worry about the big stuff. So again, we want to really just kind of nail down. I think that's good though. What we might have to do though is go into this shape, and again we might just have to move stuff around. So right here what we do is we select this, we just move this back like that, to the point where point where it can close some space. And then the same for this area. We'll select this, and then we'll just drag this. I'll just close that area. And you can see it kind of goes down. It looks like a tunnel. I don't think it's going to be that bad. So we have this area kind of taken care of. The thing that we want to kind of keep in mind, though, is that we have this tunnel actually starting from like way up here. Again, we don't necessarily have to go exactly with the map layout that we created, so we can kind of keep that there and see what happens. I want to go back to this. I want to go back to this though, because this is really kind of important. You know, there's there's a specific way that Times Square looks. We don't necessarily want to, you know, do a whole bunch of different things, but we want to make creative liberties to the point where the game and the fluidity of the map itself doesn't hinder the enjoyment of people playing the game. We don't want to have big open areas because people get shot really easily, especially in a game like Overwatch where you have snipers and stuff. We want to reduce as much open space as possible. I think that is going to require, we could probably expand this out just a bit. I don't necessarily think that we need to keep this the exact same size. But what we want to end up doing is we want to end up having a nice, just general catwalk here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select this. I'm going to pull that all the way out. And then we have these areas. So we have that, that, and that. Whoa, actually we have these. Actually, no. We have these? Yeah, we have these. So what we can do is we can move these a bit. Oh. And then we can move one more. So, come on. Let's select that. I'm going to drag that to the middle. Excuse me. I guess I could have just muted. But, so we have that. Again, I want to kind of take these. I'm going to center them a little bit more better. So they're in the middle there. So we have that. So what I want to do, again, I'm getting off track. We're going to focus on this area. I totally just went somewhere else with this. Okay. So you have this area, and we have an area where you can walk inside and whatnot. And I don't know what this building is exactly. Like, what is this middle building that's usually in Times Square? I don't know. I'm gonna do some research actually. Oh, I have caps on. Google Maps. So again, I just want to get a good idea of what everything is at. See where I live, which is right in the smack dab middle of the country. But we want to go to Manhattan here, and I want to go to Times Square, and I just want to see what exactly this building is, because I just want to take a look at it. me see. What am I looking for? Let me see what I've never been to New York, so I don't really know what. So this is my problem. I've never been to New York before, so I don't really know what Times Square actually looks like. I've only seen it like, but we have this building. We have this building that I think is like in the middle. And then we have that building. Which one has the ball on it? I don't even really know. But what we could do is we can go through and just look at these buildings. Oh shit. Just kind of take a look at them. So this one has like the seat thing, which actually might look kind of cool. We could incorporate something like that. So like maybe right here, we do have this section here. We could actually just duplicate this and just kind of put it. Actually, we just turn this around maybe. And then just kind of manipulate it enough where, again, it's going to be kind of... So I'm going to go ahead and make like a little curb area. Again, I want to make this look, I want to kind of use what's going on in real life. Again, I've never been to New York City before, so I don't really know what things really look like. But I'm trying. It's like a very untouristy version of New York. Wow, I totally messed that up. So I'm gonna try to select this. Why is my mouse being weird? There we go. So I'm gonna just move this. Hopefully this. There we go. So I'm just gonna move that there. Again, I might even move. Well, no, I might keep that there. Again, we're not gonna have any cars or anything, so I don't really think that it's too much of a hassle to have that. But one of the things I do want to try to figure out is what is going on with this. So the thing is, we want to end up having a building like right here. But that is that's definitely not going to look too great if we are having weird things happen with like streets and whatnot. So we need to try to figure out what exactly does this area look like. We have buildings here. It's just gonna look like a mess. So what we could do is just have like a very weird street kind of process here. I want to turn my camera speed up just a bit. Just feel like it's, there we go. So I'm gonna kind of move this around a bit. Again, it might not look too great, but I really want to try to give a good reasonable area for this. So we have that, and this kind of probably needs to follow the street itself, but I mean, look at this. This is kind of just all over the place. It's not really a good street. It's not really a good street. So we could probably just move this back a bit more. Again, we don't want to have a lot of areas. But what we could actually do is we could probably move these buildings manipulate them. So the thing that we want to try to keep in mind is we want to have like a sidewalk, and then we want to have buildings kind of up next to those sidewalks, because that's how cities work. That's how buildings look. So we're gonna go ahead and try that. And again, I mean, it might actually cause some interesting shapes to happen out of this map, and not make things look so blocky. Excuse me. So again, I think we'll just kind of work with this and see what happens. There we go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move this building back a little bit, and then I'm gonna select. I'll select this. I'll just poke a hole in that, and I'll select this, and I will follow through. And again, we have a situation where we could create more little holes for this. So let's do that. Let's just duplicate. Let's just move. So now what we could do is we have 61. We have, so we got that, and then let's just select the other ones, and we just move them and kind of match them up a bit. I think that works. So now what we need to do though is we need to match up this area with this area. So kind of what we could do just to start out and make this a little bit more simpler is we just push this all the way back and just see how that looks. Again, we might not want to go with this. You have like a hole there. You have some interesting stuff going on. But we have kind of the start of an area where we could eventually cut some holes in. So we have this wall, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's submit a box. And we'll move this down. And again, we'll want to make a doorway, we'll want to go to the brush settings here on these shapes, and we'll want to hit subtractive, because right now it's on additive. So once we hit subtractive, we can go down here, and again, we might want to change our camera speed, since we're really in a tight corner. So before I like put this into the wall fully, I'm just gonna move this down here where I know where there's an actual doorway. I'm just gonna match up what I want to match up what I can with the floor there. So there's that, and then we can just move that there, and then hey, that actually works out pretty good. Again, we'll want to make sure that we can fit through it. Actually, I mean, it'd probably be better just to make something like this. So instead of having that there, because this is an actual doorway size, so what we could do is just not select that, but select this. Duplicate that, and then we'll take this up. Let's rotate this to 90 degrees. And we'll just move it up. And then just boop. There you go. Oh, wait. So we do want to make sure that we have the right floor size and everything, and I think we do. And we might even put this more in the middle. We might want to expand this too, so instead of having that, we could just move this up here. Again, that might mess up some stuff on the floor though, but we can actually play around with this and get a good feeling for it. So have a good kind of basis for indoor area. And again, I mean, this could be just a very simple office space. We could even put like a window here or something so people can look out. And then, yeah, we have, I thought we have an area that could, oh, we do. We just need to, yeah, do that. So, we have this area here. Again, this kind of goes straight into the street. So what we could do is I don't really want to make like a like, I was thinking maybe like a tunnel or something would probably be better. So we could put in a cylinder, yeah, and just move this to 90 and really expand this out. So what we're gonna do here is, in this version of New York City, we have a lot more underground tunnels. And the reason why New York City has a lot more underground tunnels could be for a number of reasons. It could be something that exists for some reason within the Overwatch lore. But I do know that we can make a reason for any. We could do it for any reason, really. I think the biggest thing though is we want to make it kind of believable. So, you know, if there's a I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Let's just try to extrude another. I'll just move this down and out a bit. And what we could actually do as well is we could put in another cylinder here and kind of match up the size of whatever this was. I just fill this space up. So it's gonna be a bit big. Want to really size it down. What we could do is, I don't know if this is gonna work though, because if it's additive and we turn it to subtractive, then it's gonna like delete everything. I don't think that's what we want. Yeah, it's fine. We're gonna go, well, yeah, I don't know. Okay, I think I have an idea. So what I was trying to do is come on, what is going on here? What I was trying to do is I was trying to create an empty space to put this in, but I don't think that's gonna happen. At least not how I have it set up. So we have this. That's kind of out of the area. But what I could do is I could take a cylinder. Whoa, what? I don't want to put in the picture of it. I'll put in this. I'm gonna match it up. So the idea is I want to kind of just cut a hole into this building where this tunnel will lead. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to match it up best I can. So again, might just make it a little bit more bigger, and then move it up. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put that here. Or try to. See, the thing is, I don't even know if what I want to do is going to work. Okay, so that's the spot that I need it. And I'm just going to pull this back. It's going to be subtractive. It's just a giant hole. But will this be able to exist? Let's find out. Okay, I mean, I think what I need to do is what I need to do is like take this maybe, or take this. So hold on. Whoa. Okay, so something's not right here. I got this whole area that is not. We might have to just keep it as that, because stuff is breaking. Let's just keep it simple. So yeah, we have a tunnel there, and what we could actually do is We can add in some blocks for blockades. Maybe there's like a police thing. Maybe there's like a parade going on. Um, Maybe there's a parade going on in New York City and there's cops everywhere and they're trying to not get people, killed if there's like a threat or something. Because in Overwatch there's a lot of political intrigue. There's a bunch of stuff going on. So again, it might not be too crazy to see something like that. And maybe there's like even a kind of a car here that we can kind of make into a car. So if we just go to extrude, edit, I don't know, a very nice car, nice looking car. So make some basic shapes, nothing too crazy. Might even pull it in a little bit. What we could do is we could probably even turn this around a little bit, make it look a little bit more just interesting, just layout wise. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. I mean, there's some like police guys here. They're like, hey, you can't go through. This tunnel entrance is blocked for parade reasons. So we have this kind of area going. If we play again, we can go and just kind of check the scaling of things. Again, I think this is fine. We could just have this be closed off. Maybe there's like a force field or something that we could put in there. So again, we just want to make sure that the scale's good. But yeah, I feel like this area could be feels a lot more tighter and feels a lot more better. So I said we're gonna focus on this circle, and I haven't been doing that. I've been slacking off. But yeah, I think that's a really nice area. So again, let's try to really focus on this. So again, we have this kind of box area, or this. I know a lot of people have probably seen that, but it's just a little stage area, I guess. So let's go ahead and just block that out, just because I think it might be kind of interesting. And so we'll go through here. We'll do this. We'll go ahead and we'll just make a little square thing here, and we'll actually we'll really size this to be something. So we'll get this corner, bring it in, bring this corner, bring it in. I'll just really make this high. And there you go. We have a little seating area. Excuse me. So we have that. Do people even really sit there? I mean, I'm sure that people probably do, but I don't know. So I have kind of this area here that's kind of great. Again, we want to kind of look into what these buildings look like doorway wise. It really looks like that this is just kind of just the front of a building Doesn't necessarily look too interesting, so I'm gonna go down here and see what this building looks like. Okay, so I feel like this is a lot more interesting. What we have here is have a small little area here where, you know, we don't have to have this area, but what I do like is that we have this front police station area. And what we could do is we could really play around with that, actually. I really like that. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to really size this down. Is there a way to like make like words as shapes or something? I don't know. So this like police station, it probably has like a front door area or something like that. But what I'm gonna do is I just want to get a good sense of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna run over here. And just kind of get a good sense of that. You know, and this will be kind of the main path. We might even want to put like some buildings here and then just really have, you know, it kind of mirror the overall design of the first map. And then, yeah, I want to kind of go through here again. I think this is a good street size. I mean, I'm not terribly dissatisfied with how skinny this actually is. We can put in a good a force field thing there and some cars. Really make it look like. I really don't like that tunnel though. I don't like how that looks. But again, we can always go back, fix it, and change it. But one of the things I want to really focus on is how high this is. So this could be a starting area for you know, some of the heroes. So again, we have maybe a little higher, maybe just a little bit. I think would be fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to extrude this up just a little bit. I'm going to go down to edit. I'm going to move that back down there, and I'm going to actually size this out. So I'm going to go ahead and you see, no, that's not what I really wanted. Did I not extrude it? I don't think I did. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to uncheck the snapping on this. Because I do want to have like a good kind of sense of where this is. So again, I'm just trying to get a good sense of how big this should be. And again, this has really messed up my... I really messed up everything. Okay, so, that's annoying. Okay. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put in a box here. That's just gonna be subtractive. And we're just gonna really put in this police station. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select these corners to make it a little bit more easier. And I'm just gonna match them up with where these are. So it's a little bit more easier to space everything out. Again, I don't even know if this is gonna be totally accurate. I can't talk. But we want to make sure that everything lines up great and, you know, it doesn't look like too bad. So we're gonna select this. We're gonna bring this out. I like that. Oh my god. I was not it. So I was not expecting like the Japanese instrumental. That's really nice. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and select these two, and I'm just gonna bring these up. And then, yeah, I'm just gonna, again, it's kind of hard to see what this police station's supposed to look like. But we do kind of have a, okay, so we do kind of have a picture here a bit. So, again, there's gonna be a bunch of walls. What I might do is I might go over here and steal one of these doorways, because I really like these doorways. I really do. I really like the doorways. Okay. So, I'm going to duplicate. And that's 68. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just woo all the way over there. Can I focus? Oh yeah. So I have that. That's a good doorway. I like that. I like that a lot. So now we need some windows, because I feel like windows is going to be kind of something that will really work. But again, before I do this, is this even gonna, hold on, I want to try something. No. So that is not gonna interfere with, that's not gonna interfere with, this. So what I want to do is I want to kind of have a nice little entrance area to this. So I'm just gonna move this around a bit. What I'll do is I'll go to 11, I think it was, and then I'm gonna duplicate that again, but I'm gonna bring that all the way over here. Boom. There we go. Focus. So now what we could do is we can kind of see what this is gonna look like. So we want to kind of make something look like an entrance. So I'm gonna just bring that there, and then I'm gonna bring that over here. It's just like a very easy way of just figuring out shapes without having to do a lot of work. So again, we want to kind of have that. There we go. I'll just pull this back. There you go. Kind of have like a little entrance. Again, we'll want to probably add in some windows. So what we could actually do is just duplicate this, and then we can actually just use this as a window. Again, we might want to make it a little bit more smaller, just so it's not like super big or something. We might actually make it taller though. Again, I feel like these are pretty tall. So what we could actually do is really make these tall. And just move them around and just make them windows. They're gonna look really kind of nice in this space and give players a good chance of really just seeing different things. Again, we'll want to probably expand this out. even smaller though. This kind of goes up into the ceiling. Yeah, I think that's really nice. So what we could do is we could just copy this. If we need to resize, we could do that. And we can actually do this again. But instead of having this huge window right here, we could just expand it just like this and go down like that. Of course, we'll want to probably whoa. Probably want to do something like that. Get that, and then so yeah, it's kind of a nice little police station area that you could kind of throw together. And what we could actually do is just take these, move them around a little bit, better, you know, align everything. So we have these windows up. So what we can do now is we can go and make windows for the other side. So let's just go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna just do that. I'm gonna rotate. Again, we want to kind of want to, you know, line things up a bit. So like this isn't really lined up all too well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and turn off the snapping and just kind of try to align it a lot better. But then you can turn off the snapping again later once you do it. But the kind of ideas you just want to try to make a consistent, you know, kind of area. So we have this control. I want to just kind of duplicate these windows. Probably 3 more, maybe. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I think it's 2 more. Duplicate these. Cool. So now we got that. What we could actually do is just duplicate these. Turn off the snapping. Or we probably don't even need to really... Well, we do need to rotate them. Just because we don't have to, like, completely rotate them. We just want to make sure that these line up with this wall. So we can just kind of do that. And there we go. That is excellent. I really like that. And then what we could actually do as well is, because we have this kind of awning underneath there, and I was gonna extrude it, but what I might actually do is just put in another box up here, and then we just select this, take it down, and then we could just, you know, we just add in another box here, and make this match the top. So you just really just do something really cool. Make sure you select the line itself. You might even want this to go inside into the other building though. So we have that. We can actually even probably move these about a little bit. So we have that. Again, we will probably want to have a. We will probably want to have like an area that we'll want to go into here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to put it over here. And this will be another kind of building area. So I'm going to go ahead and put in another box. I want to have this be subtractive. And then I'm going to go ahead and move this in this area right here. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to edit it like I do everything else. So I want to have this be kind of a big room. Again, this is going to be where we do a little bit more creative liberties, because again, I don't really know what is going on here. Well, it looks like this is like separate, right? So there's like a little area, but again, this is something where we can take some creative liberties. It doesn't have to be exactly what it is in real life. So again, we kind of have this police station that is just attached to the area here. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll make this a little bit more of a bigger area, and then we will move this over here. Oh. Whoa. So I'm gonna move this right there, and then I'll move this in right here. So we kind of have this nice little room area that you know, we'll have it, and like another thing that we could add just for detail's sake is just having like billboards. So you know, just have a giant billboard here. Just something that kind of illustrates that this is, you know, Times Square. And just like looking through Google Maps, we can kind of just take a closer look at a whole bunch of different things. So like this is a huge, oh yeah, that is where the ball drops. Okay, so yeah, that is that building. So what we could do actually is, if we wanted to have like a really tall advertisement or something. And again, this is where, you know, if you're on a team, this is where, you know, your artists would, you know, draw out cool advertisements. I know that there's like advertisements and stuff within the Overwatch universe, so that's something that, you know, you'd want to, you know, take advantage of. But we have that there, and then there's a whole bunch of other stuff that we could utilize. So like, You know, this doesn't have to be necessarily completely flat too. What we could do is really move this down. Um, and then this one we'd probably actually move out this way. I'll just have a smaller, kind of a smaller building, but not too bad. And then what we could do is just have a bigger building after that. So we can just have another box, really size it up, and just have it be big. Just kind of give the illusion that there's just tons of buildings. We might even want to move this back too. I mean, and, you know, this might all be kind of big too. I mean, the thing to keep in mind is that, you know, we have the Empire State Building, which is like super tall. Isn't the Empire State Building like the second tallest building in New York? I mean, it is pretty big though compared to all of the other ones, so I don't think that that's going to be too much of a huge hassle. So yeah, we have that going. We really need to figure out this red area though a little bit more better. So this specific area that I'm thinking about is going to be kind of this area here. Um, but we have a building that we have access to that we can go in. And what we could do is through here is we could actually let's do this. Let's create another doorway here. And this will really go into here. So what we do is just create one giant space. Or actually, hold on. And we'll just go ahead and make this, and then expand this out. So the thing is that there's going to be several indoor areas in this. But what we could do is we could have like one door going that way. Ooh, I was having hiccups. I'll rotate this to be 90 degrees. Oh shoot. There we go. Because, I don't know, I want to have like a side door that will act as like another kind of point of entry and exit. So, you know, you could have... maybe over here. I think this would be kind of a good spot. Excuse me. So I think that's kind of good. Again, we might want to just create another area, so, or another building. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have a new box over here. I'm just gonna make it super big. So if I can, let's just make it kind of super big. Whoa. So what we have here is we have some decisions to make. So we want to, you know, again, we want to have this kind of come and follow the sidewalk that we've made here, but we want to really try to figure out, hey, how big is this building going to be? So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have another like catwalk up here. So what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna go over here to this catwalk. Just do that, and then so that's 33, right? 33, 44. So. I forgot what the numbers were. I'm just gonna go through until I figure it out. $61. Wait, what is... Okay. And then 33. Okay, cool. So, I'm gonna duplicate this. And I'm just gonna move it. I'm just gonna move it there. And the good thing is all these pieces are gonna be together. So, again, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get this from here to here. So this is going to be a little bit funky because of the angle. But hopefully what will happen is that it will kind of just... So I'm going to have to bring this over here. So what is this? I'll move this building up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just make it make it taller, but I'm not gonna make it super taller. I think that would probably be a good size. Again, we want to kind of keep buildings, you know, pretty tall, sky risers, and then we might want to keep a few buildings to be pretty normal size. So again, we just want to make sure that we have a good mix of everything, really. Um, I'm going to do those. I'm going to click outside here. I'm going to use that, and then I'm going to try my best to just kind of keep things aligned with this. There we go. And then select this, and then do the same thing. If I can. There we go. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and select these. And I'm just going to move them a bit. I'm going to add one more. Let's see what one more does. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Excuse me. I've been coughing. I don't have COVID. Hopefully not. Knock on wood. So we have that going, and I really am liking how this is looking. One of the things though is I think that this is going to be too short. I really want to bring this up. Nice. That looks fine. And then another thing that I want to incorporate, let me just see if I can get over here faster, is, yeah, just bring this over. So I'm going to copy, and I'm just going to go, wee, and then I'm just going to press F, whoa, and then, again, there's no real need to reinvent the wheel, though, kind of seeing an issue here where might need to do some work on this. Whoa, it's not what I want. So we have this kind of nice looking area here that we can kind of manipulate a bit. So what I'm gonna do is go over here, and then I'm just gonna move this back that way, that back that way, and then move this over here. what this will do is allow me to really build out some platform areas. One extrude there, extrude there. We'll go back to edit and then we'll fine tune this shape, which I think we're fine actually. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of probably a little bit short. Again, we just want to have a nice kind of area where we can have players go and whatnot. Another thing that we want to keep in mind is other thing that we might want to keep in mind is we want to see if maybe we can open up these catwalks up a little bit more. A really good way of doing that would be to create like environmental damage and whatnot. So again, if we're kind of looking at this area, let's say that there's roadblocks. So like there's like a force field kind of energy thing. Can we even make that? Let me figure that out real fast. If I can make a like a transparent or even a glowing Unreal glowing material, or like a transparent glowing material. I mean, I don't even really know. We'd have to probably go into the shader graph. I feel like I can figure that out and have that ready by next video. But yeah, the thing that we want to keep in mind is that we want to try to make it to where players can easily access the catwalk from the outside, or they can go out of it. Might not be a bad idea though to have that. But a thing that you could do is like, say if you want to have like a force field. So yeah, let me go ahead and just make like a hypothetical force field block. So how I would do this is I would just make I'd make this, and then you know, maybe the story of this is that right now the city is on lockdown because of a assassination attempt or something. I know that in the Overwatch lore, there's like a story about one of the robots who was like a president and someone tried to assassinate him. So maybe the same thing's kind of going on here. I want to make sure that this is not interfering with the bottom. But maybe you have like a little force field thing here that you're not allowed to walk through, and then there's a whole bunch of police cars. So what you do is just create, go here, wait. We just copy this. We have like maybe some police cars that are blocking the area. So we have some blockades, and we have this kind of nice force field. I really want to add in something like this. Let me try to figure something out. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do something. So I'm gonna try to make a new material, and I'm gonna name this Red Glow. And we're gonna try to go on here, and then what I'm gonna try to do is go with the mission color, hit multiply, see if maybe what this does. Color. Mission. No? Constant. Constant. I'm trying to watch like a video without any sound. I just want to see what he does. Because I really want to make this, because I just don't like the gray. Specifically for it. Okay, so he said like convert to parameter. Okay. And parameter name is gonna be emission. So I'm doing some oh, what the I'm doing some shader graph stuff here. But what I'm gonna try to do is make like a glowing wall. So I'm gonna do a mission there. Mission. Constant. 3 vector. Constant 3 vector. Convert to parameter. I probably name that color. Okay. I made the multiply, so the emission is gonna go into B, and then color's gonna go into A. And then he puts that to the mission color. That's his color. Save. Okay, I'm gonna save it. I don't even really know what he's doing. Emission. Just clicking on emission. Okay. See how that goes. Oh. eBase. Create material instance. Oh, what does he name it? E blue. Oh. I'll say red glowing. So E blue. Just gonna click that. Whoa! It's in the details. Gonna go color and color. So I want red. So, what does 5 look like? Oh. I could probably make this look kind of... I'd think. I don't know. How about 10? What does 10 look? Oh. 10 looks pretty good. How about 50? Okay. 50, 150. Oh wow, 150 looks really good. 500. Oh wow. Okay, so that's pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit save, and there we go. We made like a little glowing wall. That's maybe a bit too bright though. So we might actually go in and change. So yeah, I mean, I just kind of made a little glowing wall thing. I think it's kind of neat. Oh, we probably want to place another one there. Though I don't know. I kind of wish it was a bit transparent. We could probably figure that out real fast. Transparent material. Cause I don't know. I just want to using transparency. Again, I don't really work too much with base color, transparency amount. I don't really work with like shader graphs all too much. Const. But yeah, I mean I'm sure they're very I'm sure that they're a very nice tool to utilize, especially when you're trying to get different ideas down and whatnot. So I want to have the transparency on the opacity, if I can have it. Wait, with the correct... So wait, how do I get the... Oh. A material. Translucent. Whoa. Okay. So then that... Go there. So now it probably is missing, but we do that and we do like 0.5 or 0.2. .2, 0.1. I love it. I love it. I really am super happy that I could figure this out. I like never use stuff like that. But what we could do is just have like a little force field. So like we could have or let's just get rid of this and just see what happens when we actually let's keep it. Let's keep it in there. And what we could do as well is we could actually add in but I don't want to have okay, so what we could do is we could kind of add in like maybe some blocks that kind of hide some of the jankiness, I guess. Well, I guess that's kind of, I don't know. Might not work. We're gonna add some smaller details, like if there's like maybe a generator or something that's keeping this force field in line or something like that. We could always play around with that idea, and then we can kind of go from there. So maybe this will go up. That's like a little gate or something, and then you could just do the same thing and just turn it around 80 degrees, and then just have this go whoop all the way over here. So we have this. You can kind of move this in here and whatnot. And yeah, we have this giant sidewalk that we could also kind of change up a bit. Again, I might not even really matter all too much. Ew. But we have the same, we could have the same thing where maybe this right here is a force field, so we could do the same thing with that. Just have it be like a thing. So that's clearly a barrier that we can't enter. It could be kind of a nice little force field though, and then you know, you can't walk through it, and you could place some, you know, robot cops around here or something. So yeah, I mean, that is kind of a nice idea. A nice idea to incorporate like the tunnels and bridges and not make it look, you know, super weird or something. Again, we could do the same thing with this area where, you know, everything's closed off and you can't get through an area, though that looks kind of weird. So yeah, you just have to kind of play around with it. So yeah, we have this area where, you know, you can walk through. Again, we'll want to probably really expand this because we have this. So and then we'll want to, you know, we're adding more details. We'll want to add in like probably a longer street. There's just some buildings that just go down here, so it gives the illusion that it's just going on forever, and maybe we can block it off at some point. Like, you know, we can really cut off the kind of the sign of the line of sight on this. So we have kind of have these areas kind of going. Let me take a look at the video. Yeah, I mean, we're like an hour and 40 minutes into this one episode. So yeah, I think I'm gonna close down the video and you know, approach this and work on this another day. But yeah, again, I think we made really great process. You know, I really wanted to work more on kind of these areas that were felt more wide open at the very beginning of the level, because I really do feel like everything is now sized. We've made these kind of cool areas. I just love this. I love this material, and the cool thing about this too is, you know, we could actually rename this and just call this glow template, and then we could actually just duplicate it, call it green glowing, go into here, and then or actually no, we delete that, and you go to an instance, and then you go green glowing, And this is what we want. So we'll want to have like a green transparency. We can have that be 1. We're gonna have this be 1. We could actually have this be 200. And we could have transparency be 0.5. We could save this, and then we have like a glowing thing. So if you wanted to make a lightsaber, you could do that. We've just made a lightsaber, guys, in Unreal. This is probably how they did it in Jedi Fallen. Did Jedi Fallen Order? Did that come out on what engine was that made in? Engine. Unreal. Yeah. So we just made in Unreal 4, I just showed you how to make a lightsaber, which is probably the exact same way that they made the lightsabers for Jedi Fallen Order, is with the shader that I just made. So we learn something new every day. It's not necessarily a level design thing, but I think it's cool nonetheless. Jedi Fallen Order, what a game though. I really need to go back and play some of those levels and make a video about it, because that game was so fun. I loved Fallen Order, and I can't wait till the sequel that comes out. So yeah, I'm saying that excites me. But again, I want to thank everybody for watching the video. Again, I haven't made a lot of videos, but I need to keep trying. I'm really liking the way that this is ending up. But yeah, again, I want to thank everybody for hanging out and watching me build this Overwatch level. And yeah, I hope everyone has a great day and have a great weekend. And yeah, play some games, have some fun, enjoying life, and I'll see you next video. I'll see you later. Bye.